Hey everybody, it's Gramps with my YouTube journey with Gramps. It's another month down and I'm excited to make another video. It is April 2nd, so we are going to go over my March analytics with my two YouTube monetized channels, Travel with Gramps and Deliver with Gramps. So, come join me. Alright, so let's not waste any time. Let's get into the analytics. Well, the way we do it, we're going to do the analytics with Travel with Gramps first, then Deliver with Gramps, and then I'll do the revenues at the end with the reveal of how much I made on both. So let's deep dive into Travel with Gramps. I ended March with 4,887 subscribers. My views were now the numbers that are up here are the numbers as of today, and they're on a rolling 28-day period. So there might be skewed a little bit, but you see the views that are going to be up here. Everything's going to be based for March. So the views in March, I had 6,969 views. That was 23% more than the previous last month. So 25%, 23% more. We're driving. People were starting to drive. The numbers, I like them. These from March were my top 10 content. Gear Spin came out as top. It's a Carowinds ride, off ride. If you like amusement park stuff, be sure to check out my Travel with Grams channel. And then the manatees farting. I went to SeaWorld a couple years ago and saw a manatee farting, and he was really pooping, I think, but. A lot of people gave me flack on it, so I changed it from pooping to farting. But then, North Carolina shorts. But again, I have a lot of shorts. My Busch Gardens Williamsburg walkthrough from last year is always generates well for me. So you see all my top content here. Watch hours for March, I had 227.2 watch hours. That was 7% more than last month. So numbers are starting to drive. Numbers are starting to drive. These are the top content for my watch hours. Again, like middle of the pack for views on the walkthrough from last year, but it's my top hours that just generated it on itself. 36.7 views in hours. And then the video I just put out last week was the only video I put out this month for Deliver with Gramps, Travel with Gramps. Sorry, getting too many channels here. I bought the Frontier Pass, so if you haven't seen that, my goals for Travel with Gramps this year are to blow Travel with Gramps out of the water. So I have bought in the Frontier Go Wild Pass. So my goal is to try to, and I have the Cedar Fair or now Six Flags Prestige Pass. So it gives me I can go to all parks at Six Flags, and I also have the United Parks and Resorts All Parks Pass, the Platinum Pass, so I can go to all Busch Gardens and SeaWorlds. And now I have the Frontier Go Wild Pass. I made a video of that, showing people I bought it, talking to people about the limitations, the blackout dates, how you can only book the day before domestically. But my other channel is Deliver with Gramps, so I'm a gig worker, so I'm flexible. So I went and bought that. So that video is already in the week it's been out. It's already generated 14.5 hours, second best video for the month. And then Carowinds walking tour I made that a couple years ago. I made that in 2024 because I didn't go to Carowinds last year, and that's generated me 13.8 hours last month. So for an older video, again, that's why it's always good to make evergreen videos, guys. It's always generating. All right, next we're going to move on to subscribers for March. I had 108 subscribers, which is 170% more than last month. If you know from last month, I only had a few subscribers, so obviously 100%, 170% less than. I'm not doing the math right there, and I don't have the numbers in front of me. But 108 subscribers shows, like I said, I've been trying to get this channel back from dormancy back up, and it's showing. And it's also springtime, and that's helping. So people are going out to my travel places more. So they generally do better than anyway. Again, these are my top content subscribers. They're all kind of sprinkled all over the place, which I like to see. 2 from my walkthrough last year, Gear Spin a couple years ago, 2 D-Line from a couple years ago. But again, evergreen videos. You make videos that will always generate some income because, like that USS North Carolina, I went like 2 years ago. SeaWorld over 2 years ago. These are Carowinds. All these videos or older videos, and they're still generating incomes, guys, and they will continue to do so. All right, so that's gonna do it for um, travel with Gramps. Now we're gonna move over to deliver with Gramps. I didn't forget the revenue, but going forward, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the revenues for both channels at the end with the total income. So let's go over to the analytics of deliver with Gramps here. So we have 1,352 subscribers. Again, this number here, this generates what it looks like today. The numbers, the 4Q numbers on here, it might be boxed a little differently because it's just not for, these are not for March, but the numbers I got here, if you show up in the white little column, those are for March. So our views in March. Now, as well as we did in Travel with Gramps this month, I took a little bit of a dip in Deliver with Gramps, but we'll see what happens. All right, I had 5,727 views last month. That's 14% less than the previous month. These are my top content. Still, first day delivering with Gramps made 7 months ago. Still driving the channel at 1.7 thousand views, but a lot of my views are a lot of my videos are doing well. Channel's still doing really well, and it's going to continue to do well. But now it seems like the months that deliver with Gramps does well, travel with Gramps. So I'm just gonna I'm finding the best way to blend my time together that I can focus on both because it feels like I'm pulling away from one and the other, but I'm reining it in. So I'm getting there, guys. But these are my top views for the month. Yeah, just pretty good. Again, watch hours and everything's going to be a little bit down here on this channel, except for well the revenue. But I'm not. But we'll go over that. Watch hours. I had 673.1 watch hours this month, 10% less than the previous month. These are my top ones. Again, first day driving with Gramps, 230 watch time hours. The crazy thing about that video is that video's made 3,000. It has 3,000 watch hours on itself. So in a few months, that video by itself will be enough to be monetized. That'll have the 4,000 watch hours on its own, and it's actually getting me. I think I've had like 800 subscribers off that video, so that's almost what I call a single monetized video channel. That one video could get me brought the whole way down. So sorry, I lost my train. Okay, so watch time hours. All right, let's move on. Subscribers. This is where the real big dip happened. And I'm not sure what to do with it except for just continue to make good videos. And I'm just hoping this was a little bump in the road. But I had 59 subscribers last month, which was 47%, basically 50% less than my previous month. So I usually generate about 120, 115 subscribers, and I only had 59. Again, these are my top content, my top videos that gave me subscribers. And again, first day driving with Gramps, another 24 subscribers, and all sprinkled around the way. There's more, but those are just top ones. So that's gonna do it for my analytics here. Travel with Gramps is starting to boom back up. Deliver with Gramps has maybe plateaued a little bit, but I haven't made as many videos. I had a little bit of car trouble, so I haven't been on the road as much. And a couple of the videos I did make, which were like news type, were like news type of gig work and stuff, where I was just talking to people about things that I've learned and or heard news about. Like the Richard Pulley story, but the veteran dasher who was 80 years old and was door dashing in a Starbucks order, and Brittany Smith saw it and started a GoFundMe for him, and it was just a good story. So I do things like that. So a lot of my videos were shorter. So again, we're gonna just try to get better with it and travel with Gramps again. I'm going to Vegas next month in May, not on the Frontier Pass. My wife and I are going on vacation, but we're going to be shooting a lot of Vegas videos. In a couple weeks, I'm going to go to the USS North Carolina's birthday party, and I'm going to be going to Carolyn the day before that to activate my pass. So when I get back from Vegas, I'll be using the Go Wild Frontier Pass to a lot of Six Flags and United Parks and resort destinations, theme parks, and a lot of battleships and World War II stuff. So, yeah, so the channels are gonna keep just booming up and booming up. But let's go over what you guys really want to know about: how much I made on the boat channel. That's the important stuff, right, guys? That's what you want to know. All right, well, travel with Gramps. You've seen the numbers, and the money wasn't fantastic, and it's been a little dormant, and clearly, like, the travel niche doesn't pay as well as the deliver niche, because I made $40.65 in the month of March with Travel with Gramps, and you'll see it. I'll throw it up on the box here. And then with Deliver with Gramps, even though the numbers were down and all that stuff, I made $107.42 last month with Deliver with Gramps. So that was really good. That's up. That's even though my numbers were a little bit down, my subscribers are down, the money's up. So that's pretty good. So between both $40.65 and $107.42, what I made with two monetized channels last month was $148.07. That's right, not bad, not great, but it is better than the previous month. Even though my numbers were slightly down, I made $37.20 more than I did the previous month, because I made $110.87 for the month of March. Just kidding, February, because we're in April 1st, so I'm talking about March now, so that was February. So that's it, guys. That's my analytics. That's my revenue breakdown with my two channels. If you're still here, guys, I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. If you wouldn't mind, if you're not already done so, if you can hit that subscribe button for me, please, so this channel can just keep growing, and hit that like button so YouTube will know to send this to more people. That's it for Gramps. I appreciate it, guys. Be good. Make a YouTube channel to start your dreams if you need to. Want to. I don't know why I said need to. If you want to, but if you need any help or any suggestions, throw me something in the comments. I'm no professional by any means, and I don't like sell this or anything. I just like to help people, if at all possible. Help promote people if I can, if I like the channels. And if I can give any suggestions, I like to, because I've learned a lot over the years of having the YouTube channel. So that's it, guys. I appreciate it.